morning, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful training of how to make a marketing plan. I know this is pandemic time, and we all are here to understand and learn something. We are following social distancing and trying to keep our hands clean. But since I'm a trainer, I'm going to take out my mask so that I can talk properly. Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining. We all know that once we want to improve the business of our company, we have to make sure that we have a marketing plan. So to create and work on a marketing plan, we are going to take care of the first step. But before we do that, I would want each one of us to introduce ourselves. I'll start with myself. My name is Suman Shakya. I'm an entrepreneur, trainer, and a consultant, and I do these kind of trainings regularly. So may I ask you?
Namaste, I'm Prem Lamsar from Smart Party.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rina Sakir. I've recently joined Smart Party in sales.
Namaste, I'm Amshujit Ragar and I'm an engineer at Smart Party.
Namaste, I am Sandesh Takal and I am finance manager at Smart Money.
Namaste everyone, I'm Rosie Singh. I work as a secretary and admin department in Smart Party.
Thank you all. I hope this session is going to go fine. What we are going to do today is to make sure that we understand how this session is going to go. We are going to meet for 15 minutes, and maybe this introduction might have taken 2 minutes already. So what we are going to do is to first try to understand what is the first step of making a marketing plan or doing marketing. Then we'll discuss a bit about how this component is important, which is market research. And then I will ask you to join me in discussing why market research is important and how you can conduct it. That is very important. People may know why it is important, but how to conduct the market research might be important to discuss. So I'll invite you to discuss among yourself for this company, Smart Pani, to look at what we can work on. And then I will share with you how best to do it. Maybe some of those best practices might already have come. And if it has not come, we will ensure that we will discuss what is the best practice to do market research. And then close this session within 15 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So, what is market research? Why is it important? Can anybody tell me?
To understand the customer needs.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's I didn't expect right at the beginning itself, but this is very good. So, but why do you need to understand customer needs? Why is it important? Before we go into how, why is it important? We want to understand customer needs, but why? Why so? Can anybody share this? Why we want to understand customers' needs? You said it very well, Sandesh. Thank you for that.
So that we can promote our business.
So that we can promote our business. But to promote our business, why do we do market research? He said we want to understand customer needs, right? So why do we want to understand customer needs? Is that if we can understand customer needs better, then we can respond with our services and product better. Say, for example, if a customer is wanting a particular product in a particular packaging, in a particular time of the day, then if a company knows the need of the customer, then we can sort of give that service to that customer. So can I invite you to discuss a bit on how Smart Pani is doing a bit of research, if it is doing, and why it is going to be useful. So can maybe just amongst yourself discuss how this is going forward. Amongst yourself. So what happens in customer research or market research? How do you want to take this forward?
Our website and social media is quite active, so we get a fair share of
You might have to talk a bit loudly so that the video can grab your voice as well.
So our website and social media are quite active, and we get a lot of inquiries from the blog posts and informational videos as well.
Okay, so website and social media posts are very important. The company is getting a lot of response from there.
Yeah.
So is the company doing anything to understand why and what make them easy to visit the website and also look at social media? Can somebody
Promoting events, distributing the flyers.
distributing the events, distributing brochures during the events and all, flyers and all? That is fine, that is okay. But here we are trying to understand customers' need, no? So one is, why do we want to understand customers' need, and how do we do the market research? Very simple. Whatever practice this company is doing, maybe you can share that with us.
The company, we understand the problem of scarcity of water and
Exactly. So the company can understand the scarcity of water that is there, and then provide the service to provide water to the customers. Very well done. So similarly, any other that we can think of? Maybe there's a service component of maintenance that this company is doing. Maybe how do you understand that there's a need for this? Maybe there's a product that is being sold, a different kind of products. I believe you have a different kind of products, which includes rainwater harvesting, biocide filters, and Tripti. So in that, any sense of how this is being done? Or why it is being done and how to do it, basically? Okay, let me show you how possibly you can do this. Alright? So market research, why it is important is that we want to understand customers' need. If we can understand customers' need, then the company can tailor its product and services and provide the services to the customer. Alright? Say for example, Smart Pani, somebody comes to the website and the person is working somewhere and he or she logs in into the website only during evening time. So if there is somebody to respond to the website in the evening or social media query, wouldn't the customer be happy? Right? So then you can provide that service. Similarly, they might have bought a system from you, but you do not know whether they are happy with the system or not. So it is always good to talk to them and understand as to whether the system is running properly or not. So the first thing to do here is talk to the potential customers, right? Try to understand how people are buying water or getting water from their home, right? Whether they get piped water, whether they buy jars, whether they get tankers. And only when you understand what the potential customers are looking at, then only you can then say that, okay, we have a product that will help you to do that, right? Similarly, you might want to observe your competitors' businesses. Does Smart Pani have a competitor? If they have, there must be a competitor, directly or indirectly, but it is important to know how they are offering their services. What prices do they sell? What are the services that they are giving? Are they giving any warranty or not? Are they giving any credit or not? No? Is that fine? So once you understand what competition is doing, then you can then create a product offering that would be useful and helpful. Similarly, you can ask suppliers and business colleagues. They may not be your direct customers, but with suppliers, you can maybe find out how your competition is buying. How much are they buying? If you can know that, then it will be useful for the company. Similarly, obviously, this is about getting information. What is happening in the market, read newspapers, search the internet, catalog, trade journals, magazines, what have you. This is a good way to do research. You need to understand whether the company is doing it or not. And obviously, nowadays, the biggest information of all times, the internet. Right? So if you take another product, like a restaurant, and restaurant is nowadays in pandemic, they have not been allowed to operate. So how will the restaurant function? So the restaurant may function in a way in which they would say, okay, I can provide takeaways. So to provide takeaways, they need to do a research, right? What does the customers want? It's not just the food, maybe the way it is packaged, maybe they don't want disposable plastic in the package that they bring. Some people are very, very environmentally conscious. If your competitors are providing food in plastic takeaways, which does not do good to the environment, maybe you might come up with a better packaging, a more biodegradable packaging that the people will love. The food may be the same, but because you have observed competitors' business, then maybe your takeaway could be better. You will also know how much they are pricing if you understand your competitor. Similarly, if you talk to potential customers, if you have a restaurant, maybe there are offices that are nearby who may not have got lunch from home. So maybe you can offer a lunch package. There in the office nowadays, people are mostly working from home, so everybody is not there in the office. But 3-4 people who are there, half of them, 20 people, 30 people, whatever are there, you can then have a package deal. Maybe you want to talk to a potential customer and figure out what time do they have lunch. Right? Is it 12 o'clock? Is it 1 o'clock? Or do they have it a little earlier, or some people have it a little later? If you understand what your potential customer wants, you will be able to provide your service better. For Smart Mining, there could be, if you talk to potential customers, you might find that they work during weekends, and because it is an installation that they need to do at home, they might want to ask, if you have a service on Saturday, a holiday, or a Sunday, are you willing to come? So if Smart Mining then says that, yes, we do provide installation during weekends and holidays, then maybe your potential customers become your customers. Maybe that is an offering that your competitor does not do, right? So these are the 5 components that we need to work on. So can we think of something on this for Smart Mining? Huh? Can we think of something for Smart Mining? What additional thing that, if you are looking into maintenance, what would you want to look at? Like, say for instance, there could be customers who have not taken AMC, right? So if you talk to those customers who have not taken AMC and tell them not to sell, but ask them, why have you not taken? How do you clean the systems? So if you do research there, and if you call up, say, 50 people, then maybe there could be response saying that, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you make these things, I'll take AMC, right? And then the company can provide an AMC to the client. So therefore, you can increase the business. So talking to potential customers, understanding competitive business, asking suppliers and business colleagues, doing research on the internet, and reading newspapers and others form the core of how we want to understand, as Sandesh said, the need of the customer. So if we can understand the need of the customer, we can do this business better. I hope you have liked the session, and we look forward to more continued involvement, and you do apply what you have learned in this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.